Home filled with friends and family, decorations, home-cooked meals, and gifts. They're all hallmarks of the holiday season. But unfortunately, many of these festivities and traditions contribute to increased fire risks. In fact, December is the leading month for U.S. home fires.
Tom Lyons is Director of Communications with the National Fire Protection Association, and he joins us this afternoon with guidelines and tips that can help minimize the likelihood of having a home fire and thus ensuring a fire-safe holiday season. Tom, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me. Thank you.
Let's talk about some factors that contribute to the increased risk of home fires during the holiday.
So when you think of the major reasons for home fires in the United States, it's cooking, it's use of heating systems, and its use of electrical systems. All of those are increased during the holiday season. When you put that along with the fact that people are bringing Christmas trees into the home, maybe decorating with candles and lights and other decor, you can see why the risk of fire goes up during the holiday season. The good news is that many of these risks can be lessened with a few simple steps and some awareness about safety during the holidays.
Oh my gosh, and those videos are super scary,
yeah,
right? Just
I'm cringing right now.
Yes, me too. Tom, what are some tips to ensure our Christmas trees aren't a fire hazard?
Yeah, I mean, I know that those videos are very tough to look at. The good news is that fires involving Christmas trees are not that common, but when they do happen, as the video suggests, they can be very, very serious. So the bottom line is a dry tree is a dangerous tree. So you want to make sure that when you're buying that tree, it's as fresh as possible, that you're really examining the branches and the needles. If they're coming off excessively as you're buying it, it may be too dry to bring into your house. If that's not the case and you bring it home, you want to make sure that you water it every single day. And placement is also important. You want to make sure to place the Christmas tree away, at least 3 feet away from any heat source. So that's your fireplace, a space heater, or a radiator in your home. And make sure that it's not blocking a window or a door that could be used as a fire exit. When you're decorating the tree with lights, make sure that you're using lights that have been tested and marked as such by an independent testing laboratory. You really want to look at those strands to make sure they're in good shape, that there's no fraying of the wires, and that the bulbs are in good working order. And at night, when you go to bed or when you leave the house, make sure to turn those lights off, and for extra safety, unplug the strand.
All right, good points to keep in mind here. Tom, what types of holiday decorations can present a fire risk?
Yeah, well, obviously people are using a lot more candles during the holiday season, so you never want to leave a lit candle unattended for any reason. If you're using candle holders, just make sure they're really they have a strong base to keep them from tipping over. You might also want to take a look at some of the flameless candles they have out there. There's a lot of nice products out there that are very realistic and might be a safer option. The other thing that we tell people, we talked about lights on your tree. There's also people decorating with lights outside. You want to make sure that those lights are rated for outdoor use and that you're protecting the connections against the elements and water getting into the connections. So you really want to use those according to the manufacturer's instructions. And then we also say to people, if you're decorating with paper goods or materials like cloth or anything that could catch on fire, you want to make sure that those are kept away from any heat source like a fireplace or a lit candle or any kind of a space heater.
Good points. And Tom, now let's move to the kitchen. So why do cooking fires increase around the holidays, and how can we prevent them?
You know, cooking fires are the #1 cause of home fires every day of the year in the United States. And you can see why they increase during the holiday season. There's just more people, there's more activity going on, and that can lead to distraction. And unattended cooking or distractions are one of the big causes of home cooking fires. So you want to make sure that when you're cooking something, particularly on the stovetop, if you're frying or sauteing, that you're in the kitchen when that cooking is happening. happening. You want to make sure to have a top nearby, a lid, so that if you have a small outbreak of a grease fire, you can pop that lid on there to snuff it out. We also tell people to make sure that the cooking area is a kid and a pet-free zone. So if anything comes off the stove, inadvertently, kids and pets are not injured. And one way that you can try to prevent that from happening is simply take the handles of your pots and pans and turn them inward so they're not hanging out over the stove and maybe inadvertently getting knocked off the stove. And then finally, we tell people, make sure that the area of the range, the top of the stove, is clear of anything that could ignite. So that could be packaging for food, that could be dish towels or oven mitts that could catch fire. You want to make sure that it's a clear area.
All right, or in my case, just keep Cliff out of the kitchen. That's probably the best way to do. Tom, where can people go to get more information on all of these points?
Have lots of information and resources available at our website, nfpa.org/holiday.
All right. Director of Communications with the National Fire Protection Association, it's Tom Lyons. Tom, appreciate all the information, and hey, have a happy holiday. Thanks for joining us.
Same to you. Thank you.